Hello, this is Dr. Wendell Perry, and today I wanted to do part one of what I want to call the virtual Brazilian butt lift consultation. And this is really be the introduction. You know, the first time, what really is a Brazilian butt lift? A Brazilian butt lift is a liposuction and a fat injection. What you're doing with a Brazilian butt lift is changing storage locations of fat. Fat is just a storage compartment. When you take in calories, if you don't burn them the very second you take them in, they're stored as fat. Our problem areas have a high concentration of fat cells, and our normal areas just have a normal concentration of fat cells. So the area with the higher concentration of fat cells will gain weight first and gain a larger amount of weight than the normal area next to it. The perfect liposuction is a liposuction where we could get an equal concentration of fat cells head to toe. So if you gain a pound, you gain it evenly instead of gaining a pound and gaining it all in the problem area. Now, the reason why liposuction works, the reason why fat injection works is because fat cells do not replicate. You are born with a certain number of fat cells in certain locations, and you keep the same number of fat cells in the same locations throughout life. If you gain weight, each cell gets bigger, and if you lose weight, each cell gets smaller, but you don't make more cells. If fat cells replicated, liposuction would never work. If we did a liposuction and took a fat cell out of one problem area and another one grew right back in its place, you'd be exactly right back where you were before. Now, when we do the fat transfer, what we're doing is we are taking those fat cells from the problem areas where we don't want them and we're adding them to the buttocks. So now we have created a higher concentration of fat cells in the buttocks. So when the calories come in the body, we store in the buttocks first. We store more, and we also store first in the buttocks. So now we shifted that problem area from where we don't want it and put it where we do want it. And that's essentially the idea of what we're doing with the liposuction and fat transfer. So what does this mean? If we can get a smooth concentration of fat cells from the back, the waist, and the hips, we'll have a smooth curve. Now, if you gain weight, you'll just get wider, but the curve remains because the concentration of fat cells is even. If you lose weight, you get smaller, but the curve will still stay. So it's a permanent change. Whether you gain weight, lose weight, have a child, the change will be there forever. And that is essentially the general idea of what we're doing with the liposuction and fat transfer. So this is our first part of the virtual consultation. Thanks for listening.